Welcome back to Urban Stars. Last session we wrapped things up. Callist is safe. He is friendly once again, no longer enraged. Thanks to Lukia's quick thinking, Lugnug and the Baron's crew, both of the crews, were able to make it safely to their safe houses. To be quite frank with you guys, I was planning to go full Negan with that scene. I was really hoping I would get to bash one of your heads in, and it didn't happen. Thanks, Lukia. So good job on averting that. That would have been a really cool scene, but I think you wrapped it up in a very safe way, a good way. The dice.
Thank you, Lukia, because you know it would have been Udell.
No, it probably would have been.
It probably would have been Lugnug.
Yeah, sadly.
So cool. So, a fight broke out in Varho's apartment with Neri Kaluve, his old partner, coming in, and Callist and Kuklik trying to hide in the closet. Callist's gloss over his eyes that was induced by the sedatives left him, and he immediately became enraged, dove out of the closet, was tackled by Kuklik, was shot at by Neri, and then as Callist tried to buck Kuklik off of his back, he rolled a triumph, which triggered the Rakatan artifact, causing a pall of peace to wash over the room. An ultimate peace. The kind of peace that you would feel in a utopia, where everything is fine, nothing is wrong, everyone is happy, there are no problems.
Can we just stay there?
If only. But that's kind of the situation that you guys are in now. Everyone is safe. No one is still in consistent and persistent danger at this time. But when Neri comes off of this peaceful high, she needs to have a reason to let you guys go. That's kind of where we're at. Mm. So how do you guys address the elephant in the room, or the bantha in the room, as it were?
Neri, we've known each other a long time, but there's something I really need to tell you now.
I'm guessing that one of these two is not supposed to be here.
That's very, very possible. Yes.
Perhaps both.
What else?
For the first 8 years of my life, I was raised at the Jedi Temple in Coruscant.
She doesn't react negatively, because of course that piece is still in the room, but she does look at you surprised.
I was made a Padawan 2 days before Order 66 happened. As far as I know, I'm all that's left.
That's terrible. I would have never guessed that you... But how did you wind up on Taris?
This is just where we ended up.
We?
Well, I wasn't here alone. To start.
Who was with you?
My master was with me originally, but she was killed shortly after we got here.
Killed by who?
The Empire.
No, the Empire wouldn't attack children.
Well, she was an adult. That never caught me. I was not there when it happened.
And they wouldn't orphan a child and leave them there. They always recruit. How? I don't understand.
They don't like Force-sensitive people.
Well, of course not. Force-sensitive people are dangerous.
Like me.
Are you dangerous?
Am I?
And she doesn't really know how to respond because of this emotion that is kind of overtaking her entirely. But mentally, she's struggling quite a bit. Mm. All I've ever known you to do is save people. Even people from the Empire. I've seen you countless times pull Imperial officials from bike accidents, and I've never seen you once hurt anything.
That's what Jedi do. I'm supposed to, I believe. Help people.
The Jedi were a plague. I don't understand. So I think at this point, I wish that we had the Legend of the Five Rings skills, because you could roll something like sympathy.
Yeah. Courtesy. Or
Courtesy,
something.
yeah.
Wow.
Sincerity, that's the one.
Why do you believe that the Force is so evil?
Because it is. And you would have heard these stories, of course. Like, the Empire hasn't, while they haven't, like, commandeered the Roche asteroid field, you would know that that's the propaganda that they propagate. That's why you guys don't have, like, official Force sensitives in the Verpine people.
On the Roche asteroid field where I'm from, we are somewhat subject to the Empire's influence.
Callist, please. We cannot tell them the secrets of our people.
We are.
It's bad enough that she has seen me using this. If Galak was here, she would not be alive.
But she needs to understand. She has been, it seems like she has been brainwashed to believe things that are not necessarily true. Is that not one of the Empire's greatest weapons?
Well, that's not something that you would necessarily know. But
Well, we would be
he kind of... You would know that they think very negatively, but you don't know, like, brainwashing. This is just their educational system.
No, I know, but I'm using brainwashing
Sure, as the extreme.
as a
Okay, I see
general-
what you're saying.
Yes. Not like she's actually been,
Right, I get you. She's not a sleeper agent.
no Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. Perhaps this is true, but it is not our duty to fix the Empire, simply to learn the Force. You know what Belisha would want. This is not our fight.
No. But Belisha would want enlightenment for all. And
And perhaps someday we will get there, but Taris is not the start.
there was a pall over her eyes.
And she's just kind of looking at you two as you're talking. Like, what is Belisha? What's going on here?
Well, you really have a choice, I guess, Nir. You can believe what you've been told, or you can trust your experiences with me. They seem to be at odds.
They are. I came here because Norris told me what you've gotten into. With these... I hate to even say it, that they're even on Taris, but this resistance that's been forming here. He seems to think that you're a part of it.
Oh, does he now?
That's what he told me. And I wanted to make sure that that was untrue.
Well,
Let me ask you something.
Now, you guys haven't had the conversations with Lugnug about
No.
resistance stuff. You have no idea that
We
any of
don't
that's
know
going
any-
on.
No.
You know that he was angry at Empirico for aligning with the Empire, but you don't know about, like, the pins. You two don't have any knowledge
No, we
of
don't.
any of that that's going
don't.
on.
The only thing they would know is that I was very, very heated when I stormed past them into Lugnug's office
Yes.
without Norris.
Yes, and that's it. But beyond that, you guys don't actually, like, resistance. What the heck?
No. All we know is we're trying to rescue Callist.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And she doesn't know about him.
No, and she doesn't know about him.
So this is a very tenuous. That's why I kind of wanted to jump in there, because there are a lot of things that people don't know.
We're trying to rescue Kiklik's brother.
Rescue? From where?
From danger. Is Varho your friend?
The Star Destroyer overhead.
What? She kind of backs up, drawing her pistol again. You see that you feel personally this piece beginning to wane.
Is Varho your friend?
Well, he was.
Was? Why was? Is he your friend?
And you see her kind of move her other hand to the pistol and flip a switch. I don't know if anyone's a friend that breaks prisoners out of the Empire's jails.
He wasn't a prisoner.
He was not a prisoner.
Then why did he need rescuing? And she begins to raise the blaster pistol.
He was trapped in an experiment.
What experiment? I think at this point, negotiation or persuasion, is persuasion a thing in this
Charm.
game? Charm might work.
Charm, negotiation,
depending on how you approach.
or coercion.
Well, coercion's probably not going to do
We're
it.
not going to do much. No. We're
But
not going that
I
route.
think negotiation or charm, one of those, depending on how you want to. I think it sounds like you're trying to appeal to her more sensitive nature.
Yeah, basically on our friendship, your experiences with me
I think
demonstrate this. And
I
this
think
different
charm
things
would
you've
work
seen.
for that.
Okay.
I don't know if either of those are a different role for you,
No, they're really not.
but narratively
It's
it
semantics.
matters.
Yeah, narrative
Yes.
makes a difference. So how hard is this roll?
It is going to be based on her discipline, which again is not very much. Just 2 purple.
Okay.
Friendship is the only cure for hatred, the only guarantee of peace. Trust your friendship.
Wow, that was a bad roll. Well, that didn't work.
Just when we needed it.
And Varho gets shot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, the Force Virgins is done.
Oh,
your
is
your
it?
obligation is finished, so everybody's strain is back up to normal thresholds. If you've taken strain damage, that's still there.
Okay. I have 3 failures and 1 advantage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what do you want your advantage to be in this charm? You know, maybe give her a setback.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
That's the only thing we can do at this point. Yeah.
Hmm.
With that much failure.
Yeah. So
So you couldn't use any force on her, huh?
so she's gonna
Probably could. Yeah, I didn't want to do that to her necessarily. She's supposed to be my friend.
Sure, she's gonna lift her pistol and touch her hand to her ear, and her hand is shaking, but she's gonna ready an action for if you move, she's going to shoot at you, and on the comms, not calms, the comms, she says, she gives your address and says, I need backup.
Well, okay. If she's as soon as she starts doing that, I'm gonna brawl her.
Okay, you're just tackling everybody. You know you have a silent pistol, right? you have a weapon that's entirely silent that no one can notice. You know that, right?
I do know that.
Okay, I'm just making
But
sure
I
you're
don't
aware.
wish
Where's
to
the fun in that?
Well, I don't wish to shoot anybody.
Okay, cool. So she is going to.
As soon as I see that she's gonna click on her deal, and I can tell her intent. I'm tackling her so she can't. If she shoots me, she shoots me. But I'm tackling
Yeah, she's
her
definitely going to shoot at you.
Right.
I'm going to give her a setback because she wasn't aiming at you.
Right. And I'm
So,
going to.
but go ahead and make the brawl check. Let's see what happens.
You know what? Since I did brawl already, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my brawl skill.
You're gonna anime style power up.
I'm going to anime style power up.
Click begins to yell. Glows red.
He grabs the crystal out of his brother's hand.
Thematically, I would actually have increased my brawl because I have been
Because
using
you
it.
tackled somebody once.
Right,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
I hacked a computer once, so I get
So-
2 ranks
so,
in computers.
So what is her? She probably is she got
You're
any
trying
brawl?
to attack her. Yeah. Well, you're going to be just doing a normal melee check because she's shooting at you. She's not actively trying to grapple with you,
Okay.
so it's just going to be 2 purples. Normal melee is 2 purple.
Okay.
Rick, your level up session is going to be real boring, bro.
I know. it is.
I am, however, going to. Would you like? Let me ask you first. Would you like to upgrade your check?
Okay, sure.
You don't need to roll. Force Virgins is gone.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
She is also going to upgrade her check, so there will be no change in Destiny dice. Now, would you like to upgrade her check? Because
Upgrade
she's
to,
shooting you
to make her.
to make it more difficult for her to hit
Oh,
you.
we flipped all the dice back to normal though,
Yep.
or we so we don't have all this extra light side
Correct.
dice that we used to have.
Correct. So, do you want to make her check more difficult?
No.
The Force Virgins is gone. It's not a bad idea.
All right.
Also,
Sure.
she had upgraded your check.
Yeah.
Yeah. She flipped back on you. So you are gonna upgrade hers.
Okay.
She upgrades it as well. So we're even Steven still 4 and 4.
All right. Well, I was successful.
Okay.
2 success.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. Well, she is gonna hit you for a whopping 9 damage.
Well, that takes a big whop out of me.
I imagine so.
So 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I take 5.
So
Okay,
now,
I've-
were you trying to hit her or trying to grapple her?
I was trying to grapple her and knock the comm away from her.
Well, it's like it's like an in-ear comm. It's not like a walkie-talkie.
It's like a headset.
Got you. I'm
So-
trying to
so-
disable that, and since
Yeah, well, if you keep her hand from being able to reach it, then you're fine. So she shoots you, and you kind of just get her in a hug, basically. So she can't reach the comm, but she can, with some setbacks, still try to kind of shoot at you a little bit. But she won't be able to move. You've taken away her ability to maneuver.
So is anybody else doing anything at this point?
Varho?
I'll try
This,
to-
I'm going to kind of keep it a little. Everything is happening at once, so I don't want to go into a structured combat
I
situation.
understand.
Basically, all of these checks are going to happen simultaneously, so I don't want to get too bogged down in structure. It's
Gotcha.
more. It is damaging and it is kind of combat, but it's more narrative.
I'm going to take the gun away from her.
Okay, go ahead and make that check. It'll be much easier because of Kuklik's help here with the grapple.
Yeah.
So consider that to be an assist
Okay.
with an extra boost.
Okay. This would be brawl, I'm guessing, to grapple?
You're not grappling. You're trying to take something
Yeah.
from her.
Mhm.
I don't
Kinda
really think that's
grapple, though.
brawl.
It's skullduggery.
It's more like you're trying to take something from her. It would maybe be like a skullduggery
Or a
with brawn.
coordination check.
It's
might
coordination.
It's
Coordination would work.
or skullduggery.
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
Skullduggery is the technical way this would be
Well,
played.
skullduggery
Nothing
is trying to
sneaky about
steal without them noticing.
No,
it's
it's
criminal act.
It's also it's used for grenade placement.
Sleight of hand of any
Sleight
type.
of hand.
Sure, but he's not trying to slide it.
But
He's trying to grab
physically.
something.
That's why I
Right.
was thinking
Yeah.
brawl almost
Yeah.
works
So-
because he's grabbing
Like
her.
athletics or
Because
coordination.
I'm trying not to get
Yeah,
shot
it's-
at the
it's-
same time.
right.
So it's,
Yeah, athletics
It's
or coordination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either one of those would be totally fine.
Yeah, we'll do athletics.
I mean, especially if we're in a more narrative space anyway.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and it's just going to be an
So-
average check. She doesn't have much
Average.
brawn.
Okay. And I get a boost.
2 boosts.
2
Two
boosts.
boosts. Okay. There's some successes. 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay, great. So, what do you want your 2 advantages to be?
I'm going to relieve some strain because I'm almost to my end here.
Oof.
Yeah.
Even with the 2-point
Yeah, it
increase.
didn't help that much.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. And of course, I get the blaster away from her.
Yes. So you now have a heavy blaster pistol.
Okay. And I throw it across the room.
You don't have a heavy blaster pistol.
The room has a heavy blaster.
The room has a heavy blaster. All right, cool.
The
So
room
you've
laughs.
subdued. We all shoot the room.
The room grapples.
The toaster comes running from across the room.
We laughed. They laughed. The room laughed. We shot the room. Okay, so you guys have successfully subdued her for now. I think you probably closed the door at this point. And we're going to shift over to Udale and Lukia. You guys are in this YT 1430, broken down piece of junk, half in the ocean of Taris, on the very edge of the city, which is a very large city. As you know, the city takes up the majority of the planet. And this is on the very fringe right next to this grimy, dirty ocean. And you guys are safely inside, trying to help as best you can tend to Lugnug. Darrett is with you. Of course, he is the medical official under Lugnug's employ. And he looks at both of you. Thank you for your help. Especially you, Udell. You did not have to be there, and I am very sorry for the attention that this has garnered you.
Look, Nug, in all honesty, I think I've garnished enough attention on my own. By the way, did you call for Undu?
No. Who?
Undu.
You mean the bounty hunter? No.
Then why was he there?
Was he? He was there?
He stepped in.
Well, then I think you left more of an impression on him than even you did on me.
I have to figure it out and find out why.
Perhaps you do. Lucia, organize our people. Set up a perimeter. Try to make contact with the others. For now, we'll have to stay here. As quiet as we can.
All right. I'll go through all of our old channels. Hopefully, there's still somebody about. So, do you want me to use black market contacts, or would this be more of a leadership thing?
I think black market contacts works. What exactly does it let you do?
Well, black market contacts allows me to downgrade the rarity of illegal items, but it also gives me contacts within the black market. Basically, it's a narrative.
Yeah, you've got some underworld contacts.
Basically, and it's GM discretion.
Yeah, so you would basically be able to find through your black market contacts the things that you would need to get this ship like powered, basically like air conditioning and heating and things like, and purification of water, things like that.
Well, I already have that.
Well, this is a rundown ship, and you haven't really lived here in a little
I know,
bit.
but I still have that.
How?
I have a water purifier that works for up to 10 people.
Like in your backpack?
Yeah.
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to throw you a bone here, but never mind.
No,
Jason came prepared.
Yeah. This is where I used to live. You don't think I came prepared?
Sure. Yeah, okay.
7 pages of backstory. That's all I have to say.
Okay, well, either way, the power's probably not on here. You can find replacement parts that'll let it be livable, and maybe even expand this area a little bit. But what your black market contacts will be more beneficial for is finding a place that you guys can call home base. That's going to be a little bit more difficult to find, and we'll probably spend the next several sessions trying to establish a new living arrangement for you guys because you are all now very, very wanted. Agreed.
Luckily, there's a thief with a lot of underhanded stuff to be able to do this in the party.
Sure. So yeah, you guys kind of established this perimeter. Lugnug is in here talking with mostly with you, Udell. Lucia, you've been helping them do all this stuff. So while you're in here alone with him, Udell, I can get you off planet tomorrow if you need it. You're not a part of our fight, and I don't want you to come under any more fire than you want to be.
You know, that's a very tempting offer. But just like your last one, I think I'm going to have to decline.
I don't
think
understand.
I'm part of this.
Part of what? You barely know what we're doing.
Well, Lokia saved me at certain points in time.
She also tried to kill you.
Well,
don't forget that one.
She didn't try and kill me. She was pissed off with everybody else.
That time of the month.
Wasn't gonna go there.
There went half our listeners.
Yeah.
Let's cut all that out real quick. Post edit, right? Okay,
Sorry,
getting back in here. I still don't know where Varho is. He's helped me, and I still don't know where Click is. And he's helped me. If anything is. If I've learned anything to this point, I can't trust the people that I thought I could. But somehow this ragtag group of misfits, we seem to work well together. So, I'll be around.
He reaches into his pocket and holds out that pin for you.
This time I'll take
around?
it. This time I'll take it.
So you take it. Welcome to the Resistance. It starts talking to you.
Resistance is futile.
You've taken your first steps to becoming a rebel.
Hey, no paranoia voice here.
No, that's a vault. That's just straight vault.
That's just a vault, yeah.
That's also
Yeah. In fairness, my friend computer is the vault. So, all right. So you've accepted this new calling to be a part of this official rebellion. Let's shift right back over to Varho and Kuklik. You guys have subdued Neri. But what are you doing at this point?
We would.
Are you still hugging her?
Well, we're going to tie her up if we can.
Okay.
And we're going to remove the comm, her helmet and the comm link.
Okay, go ahead and roll survival plus. I'll take intellect to tie her up successfully, like in a way that she can't get out of.
Intellect, okay. And it's...
I don't see masochism on my character sheet, so what skill are you supposed to use on that one?
What and how difficult is it? Just
Average.
Excuse me, sir. What's the bondage skill?
All right. 2 success, 1 advantage.
2 success, 1 advantage. Okay, great. So you definitely tie her up. You remove the comm, and you see kind of the tracker on the comm link as you're taking it off of her head, and you're able to disable that.
Okay. Erie, we are your friends. You know
You
Varho.
can't prove that right now. Let me out of here. You're tying up an officer of the law, of the Empire.
You attacked us while we were trying to talk
He
to you.
attacked me!
Who? Who attacked you?
The other bug. I don't know
Yes.
your names.
Because he had been drugged by the Empire.
You can't prove anything to me. Let me go.
I ask again, is Varho... What do you know about Varho?
I know he's a kid that wanted to join the Force, but at this point, I know nothing about him.
Look into your heart. What do you know about Varho?
This isn't Captain Planet. Not going to find much there, but I trust the Empire and I know them.
How?
Because I am them.
You are them.
Yes, you are too. We're all part of this Empire. If you're living and breathing, you should be contributing and not destroying it.
We are contributing. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is relation to everything else. The light shines on us all. But sometimes evil and darkness come into play too. And certainly you can see the darkness.
Okay, roll a charm.
God, that's like my worst possible skill.
Well, stop trying to be charming.
I'm not.
There's no other skill that fits what you're doing. You want me to let you roll mechanics? What do you want from me?
Please, yes.
All right, it's going to be difficulty is going to be a big old whopping 2 purples.
You have a chance here.
Yeah, 1,000,000 to 1.
Never tell him the odds.
That's right. Let's see. Yep, no charm, no nothing. Well, just failed.
Yeah, so she's not buying into your proposal there.
No matter how many cute little sayings I throw out there at her.
Yeah, no, stop. You can't use your Tagashi monk sayings.
These are not. This is Felicia.
They look eerily like the same Word document.
Rick,
Actually, it's Buddhism, but yes. So
Rick, I think this is comparable to character sheet. Save me.
No, I'm trying to use reason, but unfortunately, the character sheet's getting in the way.
Welcome to my discipline.
Yeah, no kidding. That's right.
You guys keep like flip-flopping roles. You should be taking discipline checks, and you should be in social situations.
I can't be sitting there talking if I'm not there.
That's exactly right.
You know where to go now. Take your brother and find help.
We don't know where to go. That is the problem. I do not know Taris.
Come on. We're going to the apartment for a little bit.
Okay.
So she can't hear. You found out the xenobiologist is, right? His address?
No, I found out where Garth's address was.
No, you found
and Bella, but he's
Well,
up in
you
the
know
upper
where
city.
you know where Benedel's office is.
Right, yeah. Actually, I know where Garth. I could possibly have a contact there.
Go there and see if they would to tell.
So where did you guys go to do this conversation?
Where's out in the hall?
Okay.
Yeah. See, we're kind of in a little bit of a conundrum here because Kaklik, this is not his. He's counting on you to basically have the contacts, and anywhere he goes, he's either dressed up fake droid or he's a bug that's there's nowhere he can go that he doesn't stand out.
Mm-hmm.
So
How did you tie up Neri?
with ropes.
Thank you.
And
What
wire.
appendages did you tie up?
What we would have tied her to a chair, basically tied her arms and everything, and tied her tightly to a chair, and Callista would be watching her.
Okay.
You don't think your friend will ever come around, do you?
I don't know, but I have to try. I can't leave her like this.
No, we cannot leave her like this.
So you can't be here when they get here because they're coming.
Okay.
You hear from the room, because you guys are in the hallway, a kind of a thwack and a clatter of something breaking, and then you hear a blaster go off and the window breaks out front.
Okay, we charge back in the
Rushing
room.
back into the apartment then.
Okay. Callist is kind of jammed against the wall. He's not like unconscious or anything like that, but basically what you gather is she stood up and backed him into a wall, broke the chair, grabbed the blaster, and started firing out of the window.
I grapple her.
At this point, we'll enter a combat scenario. Roll them up.
Vigilance are cool.
Vigilance.
Because that can matter.
Not to me. Same roll either way.
Nice roll.
Same thing I did last time.
Which is?
3 successes.
1 success and 2 advantage.
All right. She turns and is going to immediately train her blaster on you, Kaklik, because you tackled her last time.
And I didn't take a stim pack either, I should have taken a stim pack.
And she is going to lay off a shot at you. With 1 success and 2 advantage, it's going to be an 8 damage roll. Minus your soak, of course.
Yeah, well, I should have stemmed up, but I'm hurting.
All right. How much health do you have left?
4.
Okay. Cool. So she is going to shoot at you, and then she'll dive behind a counter.
Is there a counter
gain
in this
cover.
little?
It's a small little kitchenette.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming you had the comm with you. You didn't just leave that on the floor.
No. Yeah, we'd carry that.
Okay.
Actually, I would have probably tried to disable it if that would have been possible.
I don't know that in the time frame that you guys are here that you would be able to like get your tools out and open up a comm link and disable it. Like you could crush it, but that's about it. If you wanted to crush it, you can have it crushed.
I will crush it.
Okay, cool. The comm link is crushed. Player turn.
I'm going to walk around to where she is.
Okay.
I've got my hands up. I'm like, Neri, it's okay. Neri, it's okay.
It's anything but okay, Varho, and she points the blaster at you.
I stand there. I surrender.
You need to leave. This is your one chance to get out of here. I shot out of the window. Other troops are going to be here soon.
Yes, they are.
I needed to look like I fought back. Leave now. Take your friends.
I'll come back for you. I'm sure.
Please don't. I don't know that I can let you go again.
Come on, let's go.
All right. Okay. We will head out.
Okay, and you're of course leaving a trail of ooze, ectoplasm. I don't know what Verpine made of.
Icor, that's a
Icor,
catch-all,
yeah. There you
thing,
go.
like-
Yeah, you're
have
leaving
a
a
stim
trail
pack.
of it. Yeah, that's fine.
I
I'm
would take a stim pack with my action.
Sure. All right.
Actually,
How do
two.
you get the needle in your exoskeleton.
There's a crack.
I'm just saying, you make a point out of the exoskeleton every time I say you take
Yeah,
damage.
and you give me no benefits for it, so don't give me a negative
Hey,
for it now.
It's not me that doesn't give you benefits.
Well, you're trying to
It's
give me
the
a...
game.
The game doesn't give any negatives
No,
for stim
I'm not
packs
trying to
either.
give you anything. I'm poking at you.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm poking myself with the stim pack.
Great, good job. All right. So
Yes,
you guys
which
leave.
would
Where do
heal
you?
me completely.
It's like Ambisol. He's rubbing it on his mandibles.
All right. Where do y'all go?
No idea.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if they go at all. They're freaking bugs, you know. They may not go. You know?
That's fair. That's fair. Where do you travel to? You, of course, swing through like Lugnug's areas, and all of those buildings are under these cages. Still.
Let us go to the cantina. Bothan's Regret.
Great. Bothan's Regret.
That's where Garth goes. Maybe he can be of help.
Maybe.
Cool. So you guys spend the next couple hours trying to find this place. It is, of course, in the Undercity. It's the only place that a seedy reporter could go to and be safe and meet with his contacts would be. So you go into Bothan's Regret, and they're playing this really kind of aggressive jazz, almost blues. It's very bluesy, so it's not really jazz; it's blues. And
It's blue milk jazz.
yeah, sure, blue milk jazz. And they're
Not touching it.
they're singing a song about depression. You know, it's called Bothan's Regret. I got to make it feel like an old blues bar.
There you go.
So you go into this place, and it's full of people who look like they're here for a cheap drink to get away from other things.
Can you sense anything here? And
I mean, if you activate sense, you're going to sense that there are about 30 people in the bar. That's what you got.
In 30 states of inebriation.
Yes.
right, we need to find a contact. I don't know if this is more your field. Can you find out if Garth comes here?
This is hardly my field.
Yes.
Right.
You could kind of approach the bartender and influence him to tell you when Garth might be there.
Right. Slide up to the bar, I guess. Slide the credits across the bar and wave the hand like, is Garth from by today?
Okay, are you going to make a roll for it, or are you just like waving?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. Go for it. And for the control, right? Because are you going to use the control for the influence?
No, I was just trying to make him, trust me.
Oh, okay.
Almost to be believable, and with the dark side point, I might be able to do that.
No, you're not.
So no.
So do you? I guess you don't want to use that dark side point. You don't want to inspire anger in the guy or fear, like he's looking for Garth.
None of those would be helpful at this point, really.
No.
So
So he kind of looks at you and says, "Yeah, I don't know about Garth, but I'll take your credits. What do you want to drink?"
beer.
All right. He slides you one.
Nectar?
I got nectar of the gods, my friend. He slides you a beer.
It's a honey brew. You'll be all right.
Me?
Yeah, I got it right here. He slides you the same beer.
I see. No wonder Garth likes this place. Okay. I guess if there's a booth, we can...
Yeah. Well, somebody can make like a check to try to find Garth. Like, if you guys sit down to wait for him, I'm going to flip back over to the other guys.
I was going to say, I kind of wish this was fate because I would flip a fate point just to say that Garth's last name is Brooks and he's doing karaoke on Friends in Low Places. I'll do that.
Do you want to flip a light side point?
I'll do that.
Great. Then he goes by the pseudonym of Garth Brooks, and he's singing karaoke on the stage right now. It doesn't take you
that's
long
right. You
to
can
find it.
introduce a
Yes, you
story
can.
Yep.
by just doing that.
You guys never do that, but you can do
Well, I
that.
try to, and
Yeah.
half the time you tell me you can't do that.
Well, because you introduce dumb stuff that's like game breaking. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, he's currently singing a song, very inebriated.
Now, I guess I'm still dressed up as a droid.
I don't know.
I
Are
would
you?
imagine, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, do the people in here buy that I'm a droid? I guess I need to roll what?
Are you
stealth?
trying to deceive them, or has your character kind of all but forgotten that he even has paint on?
Well, no, he would probably continue always to try to appear as a droid because that's less conspicuous than a freaking Verpine.
Yeah, but you've got another Verpine next to you.
I understand, but still, that's one Verpine as opposed to two if there's just the description,
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Now, go for it.
So that would be deception.
Deception for sure. Average check. I'm going to flip a dark side point to upgrade it.
Are you sure you don't want to play Udell?
I know.
Hey, I wasn't going to make him roll deception. He chose to be the droid.
Well,
I even said, wouldn't you have forgotten?
Oh, we'll have to grab it. We'll have to grab it in a minute. Just grab your other dice, roll your other die.
Maybe not towards the big hole in the table next time.
We'll fish it out. when we're
well, I
done.
got a failure with an advantage.
You got what? We can't hear you.
A failure with an advantage.
Got it.
So
We'll fish it out
So-
when we're done.
they're not buying it.
Yeah, so they definitely don't buy it, but
The
your
advantage
advantage is
is-
that they think it's funny.
Okay.
you
And
are
then-
in a dive
And then
bar.
it
They're
gets
just
Garth.
drinking
It gets Garth's attention
Yeah, absolutely. You get Garth's attention.
because he reported the story on the missing bugs.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to approach. Garth, we need to. Well, I'm just actually going to get his. I'm not going to go up there if he's singing karaoke. I'm just going to try to get his attention.
I imagine you wait until he's done.
Right. Okay. And then I'll go up to him and say, "We need to talk to you, sir.
What do you need to talk to me about?
Can I buy you a drink?"
Absolutely, anybody can buy me a drink.
Okay. And I will point over to the table that we were sitting at.
All right, he comes and sits down next to you with. He's got a black tunic shirt on with some sequins lining it, and big Tarisian leather boots.
I'm really fighting the urge to spend another light side point to introduce, Gene Simmons into this conversation.
You guys spend your light side points on whatever you
Yeah,
want.
absolutely. You wrote a story about the missing Verpine.
Well, it looks like you found him. In fact, it looks like you is him.
We
I don't
are.
know why you're dressed like a droid, though.
It does not fool you?
No, and I'm very drunk.
Oh, yes. Well, okay. That's not good. But you are correct. We were kidnapped. And we have been freed.
Freed? Well, that doesn't sound like the Empire.
Well,
I think you mean probably liberated.
liberated would be rescued. They had my brother. He was the one you wrote about.
You're the one that was in that little cantina that got grabbed by Empirico's boys, ain't you?
Yes, he was.
Well, what can I do for you from here?
You do not seem to be a friend of the Empire.
Well, I don't think the Empire really has friends, more of acquaintances, but who am I to judge them?
Well, I don't know. I have read some of your material, and you appear to judge them quite frequently.
Well, writing's one thing, but I ain't about to do nothing to them.
But if you are a reporter, they supposedly have many contacts. Perhaps you have a contact that could help us get away from the Empire.
Listen, if I had good contacts, you think I'd be down here in this dive? I'd be sipping hot Tarisian whiskey. up in the upper city if I knew people. Believe me.
I see. Do you know people that may know people?
Well, I only got friends in low places, you know what I mean?
Well, we are in a very low place at the moment.
That's right. It's about as low as it gets. There's only,
Other
one,
than where we are.
there's only one place a little bit lower. It's paradise.
And where is that?
Under your feet.
Excuse me?
Only way to get away from the Empire is to be underground.
Well, we live underground on the asteroids. Is that what you are talking about?
In a way.
Could you be more precise?
I don't know how more precise I can be than be under your feet right now. You'll be in paradise.
I have some burning gel. I could make a hole in the floor.
I don't think you can get that far down.
So this is a city planet. Are you talking about going to the ground, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you're basically there now. You just got to go one level down.
And do you know people down there?
No, I don't even know how to get there. I've just heard stories.
I see. Well, we had hoped that you could help.
Well, I don't know what you're expecting, but I'm probably not it. I just write stories every once in a while. I get arrested here and there. Drink a lot. You can find me here most of the time. If there's anything racy, I might write about it. But it sounds like you guys wound up okay. You're welcome.
You gonna write about that?
Probably not. Rescues don't get attention.
Just kidnappings.
That's
and
right.
Torture.
And you see what good came of it. If I hadn't written about it, nobody might have even known.
Okay.
All you've been asking, you haven't asked for anything specific. You've just said, I hope you can help. He doesn't know what that means.
Well, contacts and
Sure.
he doesn't know.
Yeah, contact he doesn't really have.
Right.
But he is, after all, a poor, starving reporter in the Undercity.
Right. But if he writes stories, he would know things. He would if he's a reporter, he's got information.
Maybe.
Maybe.
He could be just writing penny dreadfuls and salacious stories.
It's possible.
Not every reporter's a good reporter.
That's true.
Especially when reporters don't trust the people that are talking to them.
No, absolutely.
They tend to not be very helpful.
Right. Of course, we do stand out like a sore thumb.
You do,
And he
yes.
does know that we were kidnapped by the Empire.
Yes, he
by
does.
Empirico.
Yep.
So that would tend to lead more credence.
Yep. As to why he doesn't want to talk to you.
Okay. Do you know how to get down below?
I'm on my third beer now, so I drank yours. I've ordered another one.
You move quick.
Very good. I should never have led you
Like
down this path.
like an underage drinker, right there. Just slam him and go.
Barho is a lunch.
Bar's had a rough day.
Yes.
This is true too.
So he does kind of, as you turn to leave, he says, now I did hear some kind of exodus down here from the lower city. I might have seen a big group of folks coming out of the waste management depot, running down toward the shoreline. But that's all I can tell you.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. We will buy you another beer.
Thank you kindly. Takes it and drinks it.
Varho,
Yep.
I think we need to why don't we stay here for a little bit?
This is fine.
Yeah. I understand that people tend to sleep in the gutter after this kind of stuff. Is that where you wish to sleep?
No,
Well, we could.
not really a fan of gutters.
No. We could go. Do you know where this waste trash heap might be?
Oh,
Right about this point, you hear just you hear an unbelievably shrill pitch coming in through your antennae. It kind of cripples you for a moment.
Do I have any idea what, from my experience, what could cause that?
Somebody's trying to contact you.
Okay.
And so it kind of comes in, and you hear like through the static, click, click. Are you click? Are you there?
I am here. Who is this?
Well, you would recognize Galak.
Oh, okay. Galak, where are you?
Click. And he doesn't seem to be able to hear you, but you can hear him.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about him and all of this.
Yeah. Well, I've mentioned him several times, trying to remind you.
Yes.
Don't worry, he's with the rest of Lugnug's crew.
Yeah. And also, I would have tuned Udell's and I would have tuned their comm links to my antenna because you can do that.
Sure.
So I guess I would try to contact y'all.
There we go.
I've been waiting. I've been baiting you guys or trying to contact them. Like, yeah, I heard of these guys that are down by the shoreline. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah, because we're not about to contact y'all. That would be potentially suicidal for y'all. So why would we try to
Yeah,
raise?
they don't know how things are going on the
Yeah,
Star
but you can-
Destroyer.
Yeah.
They haven't
True.
heard anything from you.
We have no idea. You could have been captured or worse,
All they can do is do what they do
and do it well.
and do it well. So, do it.
Who do you contact?
You. I still don't know whether to trust Udell.
No, that's fair. That's fair. From what you know and when you left off. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh man. Lawika, are you there?
Where am I right now, GM?
You're just kind of wandering the general area. You're helping set up the perimeter.
Okay, so I'm out on the perimeter.
Yeah, like you're directing people to set it up
Right.
because you know this area better than anybody else.
Click.
Yes, it is me.
Where are you?
We are at the Bothan's Regret, a cantina.
Oh, I know where that is. That's in an area we used to run. So I'm gonna. Do I know the best way for him to get down to us?
Yeah.
Okay. I basically give you in a short burst because you've kind of probably explained, hopefully, maybe I don't know, that your antenna are solely yours. So I just give you a quick burst direction of here's where we are. Get here as fast as you can without being seen.
That might be difficult, but we will do our best.
Well, I'll tell you where all the general checkpoints are and give you
Okay.
Cool.
We'll try to.
So yeah, you can make a stealth check. It's going to be easy though, because he gives you the best ways to go to get down here.
For success.
Okay, great. So yeah, you make it down there with no problems at all.
Gee, this was easy.
And you kind of see a pretty dejected group of 30 people, now 32 with you and or 33 with you, Kuklik and Varho, or Kalist and Varho joining the rabble. A really sorry bunch of misfits looking people.
Is the Barons group
around.
here too, or is it
The
just...
Barons group is here too.
Jeez.
So it's a lot of people kind of spread out. Now his safe house just happens to be like close by. You're not all trying to live in the YT
Okay, thank
because it's a small freighter. It's not a big ship.
No, it's not.
So it's just you. There are 10 people from Lugnug's crew and 20 from the Baron's crew, and that's all that you guys know survived this entire ordeal. And that's just kind of what you're looking at. And the Baron's crew is here helping you guys set up camp. You guys will go and help them set up camp, but it's a pretty torrid group, a very small group of people. And Lugnug comes out with Galak at his side and says, "Kuklik, it's good to see you safe. I'm glad you found your brother."
So am I. Blessings
And,
of the dawn to you. What happened?
Well, we don't know yet, but I've arranged for you and your siblings here to go back to the asteroid field as soon as possible. We've got a ship nearby ready to take off. It'll take off stealthily. You won't have any problems returning. I hope you found the artifact as well.
We did.
Hold it up.
Actually, Callista probably would hang on to it at this
Maybe.
point, yeah. But nonetheless, yes.
No, you grab Callista's arm and raise it up.
Does everybody want to feel euphoric?
Let's see if I can roll a triumph.
Yes.
Thank you for helping us in all the ways that you have and for trusting us. And you see kind of at this point that Lugnug is not just a pit boss. He genuinely has a desire to help people who are in trouble and would not and does not expect you to pay him back in any way.
I owe you a great debt.
You owe me nothing.
That is not true.
The Empire took from you, so I simply took it back.
No.
The Empire's taken everything from all of us, and I can't and won't sit by while they take from more. No one owes me anything.
Nothing exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else.
I've got my friends.
That is true.
You don't have to convince him that you owe him anything.
No.
That's
no.
not what this is about.
But I do owe you. Also, there is one other thing. I came here in a ship that is a very specialized ship that is in the hands of the Tarisian police.
Well, I can't get that back for you.
That is too
You
bad.
should probably write it off as a loss. If they haven't scrapped it from the inside out by now, they will soon. Especially with you breaking your brother out.
Yes, but there is technology on there that I did not wish.
You're like whispering right now. No one's going to be able to hear you.
There is technology on there that I did not wish the Empire to get a hold of.
Then you probably shouldn't have left the asteroid field, because they got it.
That is true. We can possibly fix that too. Thank you very much for your help.
Always. So, is that you agreeing to go home?
No.
Okay. So what do you say to that? So he's kind of given this proposal of like, you guys can leave. Like, I've arranged for you to go home safely. You won't be noticed, and you addressed entirely other topics.
Right. No, I know. I'm gonna take them to the ship,
Okay.
and I'm gonna talk to them. Now, do I get the impression from the ship, from everything? Do I get the impression from everything that that they'll get back to the Roche asteroid field?
Oh yeah.
Pretty safely.
Yeah.
Okay. Callist. Galak. We owe a debt to this person, and we also have to make sure that that ship is destroyed. If possible, I believe I need to stay here to help and to try to destroy that ship.
Kaklik, Belisha does not demand that we pay back every gift that is given. What do you mean that we owe this person anything? From what you've told me, he did not get you to the destroyer. He did not provide you with the ship. He simply gave you some information. We owe him next to nothing. In fact, the information that the Empire has one of our ships should be enough to pay back.
That is not... The fact that he knows that that ship exists does not mean he knows how to destroy it. I believe with the right equipment, I can destroy that ship remotely. I need to try. And also, what they are doing here is bigger than what we are doing. The light shines on all. We are all interconnected. And the Empire is coming for us. Certainly, you know that. I have seen that. Look at what they did to you.
And at that point, Callist drops his bag that Lugnug had given him to get him provisions back home. You are right. This is bigger than we are. And unfortunately, I can't get back home without my pilot. So I suppose...
Oh, he didn't. He just
No,
gave us a ship.
yeah, he just gave you a ship.
Oh, okay.
You're the pilot.
Oh. All right. Then in that case, yes, I will. Okay. That puts a whole different spin on this conversation.
Yeah, he just gave you a ship. But basically, Callista's saying, if you're staying, I'm staying. You can't drop me off. I don't have antennae anymore. I'm barely part of the Verpine.
But we have to get this artifact back to the Roche asteroid field. How far a distance is it to? How far would it be to?
It's 2 weeks travel.
2 weeks travel, so it'd be a month basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then some.
Okay.
We don't need to get this back.
We don't.
As Belisha has suggested that we all become enlightened, my time away from my communication with our family has been quite that. There are bigger things in this galaxy than study.
That is true. That is very true. As my time with these people, it makes me realize there is so much more to understand and to learn.
And Galak turns and drops his bag, and as he drops his bag, you see that he's holding something that was inside of it, and he has a rifle similar to the pistol that you have, and he kind of... It is about time. And he walks back to the YT.
I take that as a sign. Are we all staying?
It looks to be that way.
I am agreed. Every drop in the ocean raises the water. We can be a difference here.
All right, and then we'll quickly wipe over to Varho, sitting with Lugnug, drinking tea.
Coffee.
Maybe coffee.
Strong coffee, yeah.
Varho, thank you for bringing back these Verpine safely.
I did what I could.
You did more than anyone expected. You should take some time to explore your heritage. I know a group of women in the upper city. I think I can get you there. They're wise beyond any wisdom that we have here. They can teach you.
I need you to help me find something first.
What's that?
The Kyber crystal.
All right, and we'll end there. End the session there. Thanks so much for listening to Well That Didn't Work. This has been an awesome little arc, rescuing Callist and really finally forming the resistance on Taris. man, I don't know what else to say. It's gonna be fun. Keep on adventuring.
Adios.
Have a good one.